Okay, before we get to the NFL and college football picks, we do have following breaking news all over the San Francisco 49ers. It wasn't good for quarterback Brock Purdy and tight end George Kittle because they both got injured. Luckily, the good news is quarterback Mac Jones is expected to be playing on Sunday against the New Orleans Saints. Okay, here we go. And for my picks for week 2 of the NFL are for the Redskins and Packers. I am going, of course, with the Washington Redskins. Okay, for Sunday's games. Rams at Titans. I'm going with the Rams. Bears at Lions. I'm going with the Detroit Lions. For the Bills and the Jets, I am going with the Buffalo Bills. For the Seahawks and the Steelers, I am going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. For the Patriots and the Dolphins, I am going with the Miami Dolphins. For the Giants and the Cowboys, I am going with the Dallas Cowboys. For the Jaguars and the Bengals, I am going with the Cincinnati Bengals. For the 49ers and the Saints, I am going with the New Orleans Saints. For the Browns and the Ravens, I am going with the Baltimore Ravens. For the Broncos and the Colts, I am going with the Indianapolis Colts. For the Panthers and the Cardinals, I am going with the Carolina Panthers. For the Eagles and the Chiefs, I am going with the Philadelphia Eagles. For the Falcons and the Vikings, I am going with the Atlanta Falcons. For the Buccaneers and the Texans, I am going with the Houston Texans. And for the Chargers and Raiders, I am going with the Las Vegas Raiders. Okay. For college football, for NC State at Wake Forest, I'm going with Wake Forest. Indiana State at Indiana, I'm going with Indiana. Colgate and Syracuse, I'm going with Syracuse. Colorado and Houston, I'm taking Colorado. Kansas State and Arizona, I'm going with Arizona. New Mexico and UCLA, I'm going with UCLA. Buffalo and Kent State, I'm going with Kent State. Central Michigan at Michigan, I'm going with Michigan. Memphis at Troy, I'm going with Troy. Oregon at Northwestern, I'm taking Northwestern. Stanford at Baylor, I'm taking Baylor. Wisconsin and Alabama, I'm taking Alabama. Clemson and Georgia Tech, I'm taking I'm taking Clemson. William and Mary at Virginia, I'm taking Virginia. Houston Christian and Nebraska, I'm taking Nebraska. Oklahoma and Temple, I'm taking Oklahoma. South Alabama and Auburn, I'm taking Auburn. New Hampshire and Ball State, I'm taking Ball State. Connecticut at Delaware, I'm taking Delaware. Bowie State and Delaware State, I'm taking Delaware State. USC and Purdue, I'm taking USC. Northwestern State and Cincinnati, I'm taking Cincinnati. Pittsburgh and West Virginia, I'm taking Pittsburgh. Washington State and North Texas, I'm taking Washington State. Georgia at Tennessee, I'm taking Georgia. SMU and Missouri State, I'm taking SMU. Villanova at Penn State, I'm taking Penn State. Oregon State at Texas Tech, I'm taking Texas Tech. Richmond and North Carolina, I'm taking North Carolina. Oregon State at Toledo, I'm taking Toledo. Youngstown State at Michigan State, I'm taking Michigan State. Ohio at Ohio State, I'm taking Ohio State. Iowa State at Arkansas State, I'm taking Iowa State. Louisiana at Missouri, I'm taking Missouri. UTEP at Texas, I'm taking Texas. Alabama A&M at Tennessee A&M, I'm taking Alabama A&M. South Florida at Miami FL, I'm taking Miami FL. Liberty at Bowling Green, I'm taking Bowling Green. Fayetteville and Fayetteville and North Carolina Central. I'm taking NC Central. Florida Atlantic at Florida International. I'm taking Florida Atlantic. Alcorn State and Mississippi State. I'm taking Mississippi State. Eastern Kentucky at Marshall. I'm taking Marshall. Benton-Cookman and South Carolina State. I'm taking South Carolina State. Merrimack at Kennesaw State. I'm taking Kennesaw State. Appalachian State at Southern Miss. I'm taking Southern Miss. Prairie View A&M at Rice. I'm taking Rice. Jacksonville State at Georgia Southern. I'm taking Georgia Southern. Old Dominion at Virginia Tech. I'm taking Virginia Tech. Western Michigan at Illinois. I'm taking Illinois. Murray State at Georgia State. I'm taking Georgia State. Mississippi Valley State at Southeast Louisiana. I'm taking Southeast Louisiana. Arkansas at Ole Miss. I'm taking Ole Miss. Florida at LSU. I'm taking LSU. Texas A&M at Notre Dame. I'm taking Texas A&M. Eastern Michigan at Kentucky. I'm taking Kentucky. East Carolina at Coastal Carolina. I'm taking East Carolina. Massachusetts at Iowa. I'm taking Iowa. Vanderbilt and South Carolina. I'm taking South Carolina. Abilene Christian at TCU. I'm taking TCU. Duke at Tulane. I'm taking Duke. Utah at Wyoming. I'm taking Utah. Akron at Alabama Birmingham. I'm taking Alabama Birmingham. Air Force at Utah State. I'm taking Utah State. Southern at Fresno State. I'm taking Fresno State. Minnesota at California. I'm taking California. Texas State at Arizona State. I'm taking Arizona State. And Boston College at Stanford. I'm taking Stanford. And other news beyond college football, Texas quarterback Arch Manning is good to go for Saturday's game against the University of Texas El Paso.